G'day everyone, welcome back to Baggers Unfiltered 26. I'm your host Henry and you are.
Louis from the Perth Blue Baggers pod and Carlton Flaggers. It's good to be here.
I'm not even going to say is it because it is good to be here.
It is.
As we are joined by one of the regular guests that we do have on in Atush from Only Carlton. How are you, mate?
Fucking living the dream, bro. Can't believe we're winning the flag.
Yes, embrace the delusion.
It's not a delusion, bro. Fuck, we're winning the flag, bro. What do you mean? I can't believe I'm watching a generational run happen right in front of me again. See it twice in my lifetime.
How on earth has it happened? How has it happened? How on earth have we changed this around? It's obviously a phrase ball, but Voss, I don't know what the fuck he was doing. But here we are. Filming another positive review. Carlton beat the Cats. The Cats are just an easy walk in the park. Cripps just bitched them. Get on Jezza's shoulders. Calling him has a broken back. Yeah. Broken. I'm not going to say that. How good. Cripps is back. He's been back for about a month in Brownlow form. Cripps is going to win the Brownlow. Jaggers winning the Rising Star. We're winning the flag. Is there anything else that we really need to talk about? Because, we're winning the flag, so does it really matter?
Brody Kemp's winning the Coleman.
Yeah.
Oh.
Cripps is a magnificent man. And
what that moment meant for him, that was incredible. The fact that it was him, and Cripps has been here for what, 12 years? How long has he been at Carlton, bro? Forever, right? The better part of 13 years. He's never really kicked a winning goal like that, ever.
Yeah.
No.
So
he's had game-winning
anyone else.
Match. Yeah. He's had a lot of game-winning. I didn't even know what you said. I just agreed with you. So I don't know if Louis is actually laughing at me or if.
Oh, I love this podcast. It's one of my favorite ones to do.
Thanks.
So yeah.
Raise your hand if you want to speak. Yes, Henry.
Go on, Henry. You're the host. You just raised your hand to speak. Go on.
What a week. Birthday tomorrow. Cripps is winning the Brownlow. Oh, my days. All right.
Yes.
As I was saying, Cripps has game-winning matches. He has game-winning performances. He always has. He always will. Carried the team on his club for as long as I can remember. The commentary was boring as batshit. I think I could do a little bit more than that. And look, I don't know. I don't really know. I actually want to touch on that really quickly because the people who were listening on free-to-air TV, it was Cripps. Cripps. And that's it. That's literally it.
Yeah, it's a bit bland.
Like, how can you possibly be that disappointed in with a minute 15 to go and you're saying Cripps on a Friday night when he's just jumped on Jezza's shoulders, mate? Have a bit of oomph. Say the lids are off. Oh, we're so back. We are so back.
Good props.
It's good to be back. It's so good to be back. We're winning the flag. Lids. Fuck. Woo. Woo. Patrick Cripps, where I would be without you, I don't know where I'd be. I would be supporting probably West Coast. Oh, man, what a majestic man. We're winning the flag. The lids are off. The lids, fellas, the lids.
I mean, it's just pure emotion at the moment. Well, it's going to be a time when we're going to have to be serious about this, with our analysis. But, boy, we really need to bond together to showcase our absolute pure jubilation for this win. Just can't believe it.
Exactly. So now that I'm the host, I'm gonna actually start speaking. It might take a little bit of ownership because otherwise, I'm not quite ready to bring the hands over to. Oh fuck, that sounds bad. I'm not really sure to.
I wouldn't have noticed if you didn't point it out.
Yeah, putting hands on him. Fuck, it's like a pinky show, bro.
I don't know.
Hurry up and speak while I try and just get my mind right for a minute.
Okay,
Co-host of Unfiltered can have a go. We're going to start being professional. Atush is going to speak soon, and obviously,
I think Atush should start as he is our guest. So
actually, yeah, Atush can start. There you go. Oh, Louis the host now. Is he awesome? I don't get to make the rules anymore. Lovely. Well done. Cool. We're on. Off you go, Atush.
Thanks, mate. Thanks. Yeah, no, look, I mean, I'll put my serious hat on for a second. I thought that was our most complete performance of the year again. If you look at our last 3 wins in the Fraser era, we won in 3 different ways. So the Bulldog game, from what I've heard, because I didn't watch it live, was a bit scrappy at the start and we locked in the 4th quarter. The Port Adelaide game was just a complete kind of 4-quarter performance, but we kind of overran them in the first half. This was a 4-quarter performance, but we came from behind. Pause. Like we literally were an arm wrestle with a team like Geelong who are 3rd on the ladder, and we gave it to them. We beat them. Pause again.
Stop.
We've came from behind and we've beaten them from behind. All right,
cool. But no, genuinely, like the way I've never been more proud of this team before. Probably in a long time, last 3 years. You know, like it's crazy to me, and I don't want to talk about Voss too much because he's gone, but. Was it really that much of a difference, bro? Was the change of voice and the change of direction that much of a difference for these players? Were they locked in? Because I'm seeing players like Lockie Cowan. I want to name 3 players quickly. So, Lockie Cowan has turned his career around under Voss, who's one of the worst players on our team. I thought he was locked in the back line. I thought he was done. But I'm like, fuck, we Carltonize another kid, you know? And he's come back. He had 6-1 percenters for the game. Played on Jezza. He's played on Jezza, and Jezza kicked what? 4 goals, 3. So he had 7 shots on goal, but you wouldn't notice it. I don't even fault Cowan for that because he was everywhere else around the ground. So, fucking big task for a 21-year-old, you know?
Yeah. That's certainly a player that has really shown some great energy and intensity since coming in. I think, what was it? Chris Davies alluded to something interesting in a report last week where perhaps that Voss was a bit hesitant to play the kids because he wanted to try and keep his job with senior players at the helm.
Yep.
So these kids want to prove that they're made for AFL level, so they're certainly trying their best to try and push for more game time and ultimately a contract going into the next few seasons, especially when change is bound to happen. Yeah, it's the energy is certainly something to remark on. That's very different. They don't have play. There was footage a few weeks before Voss departed, and it was showing. I think it was against the Saints game when they weren't chasing some players. I can't name who exactly, but we don't see that anymore. They all seem to be putting in 100% effort and not giving up on the chase when they could have easily have done in all 3 of these games. We could have not came from behind against the Bulldogs. We might not have, being composed in the second half against Port Adelaide, and we might not have came from behind against Geelong. So those 3 games have all shown massive amounts of growth, and it's just, I think it's an unbelievable turnaround so far.
Yep. Do you put it all on the coach, Louis? Is it all on the coach, or because like if you look at it, bro, well, a month ago we were the weakest, like most mentally weak team in the comp. You know, our senior leaders weren't leaders, our younger players were duds, right? So what do you chalk it up to? Do you think that it really was just all Voss, or do you think like Voss leaving really made some of these senior players take ownership?
Yeah. I think it's the context of Voss leaving rather than the tactics behind it. So the fact that he left put less pressure on the club externally, and then it's allowed these players to kind of flourish without the expectations. They had to play for the coach before. Now they're just playing for each other, it seems. Maybe there's a bit more fun involved in playing for you. They're learning to get their love for the game back, perhaps. And then also the way that they're going about it is the same sort of, we've seen it across the 4 quarters. We've seen it earlier in the season with just the first half. So I think they've always had the ability to do modern ball movement, but we're just seeing it in spades throughout the game now.
And that's also, that's coming back to Fraser coming in and making the right decision with who plays. So all of a sudden, you can see a massive growth in Cowan's game because he's playing on taller forwards with Lewis Young out, and that's simply how Lachie Cowan plays. He plays better on talls. You've seen Billy Wilson come in and play 2 or 3 games of just consistency, which is something we've lacked, and it's something which his replacement, Adam Sard, has lacked. So for Billy to come in and just do the job that he's doing at the moment, he's really like cementing his spot in the best 23, and he's really pushing Sard. Like Sard will get goals, don't worry. Sard will come back into the side, but at the moment it's Billy Wilson, and it's not even close. It's by the length of Flemington. And then you see Jack Ison, right? He's just lively. He's just pressure. He's just non-stop pressure. The things that he does behind the ball that nobody sees. There was a moment there right at the end of the 3rd quarter where what's his name? Bailey Smith gets the ball from a stoppage, and he's running to look into the corridor, gets the handball off, trying to receive it back, and Ison it's the lightest of bumps, and he's off the play. And then it's a turnover, another stoppage, and then we go straight inside 50. So it's the little things that really matter. Burn. If you've seen the massive hit that Taylor Byrne did, that's a game winner. That's huge. Such a small kid on such a big fella. Like that takes balls to do. Like means that he's up for the fight, and that's a real positive sign. He's got a lot of future ahead of him, that kid. And then you look at another one. This is another one who's been fighting all year to get into the side. Flynn Young, 2 goals in 8 minutes. Scoreboard impact, something we've also lacked. You look at Lockie Fogarty, who just couldn't kick a ball 15 metres directly in front. And he's got his position in the 2s now, and I don't see him coming back for quite a long time, with now the ends of Flynn Young and Jack Ison, and then Taylor Byrne. He'll have moments where he's in and out of the side for the rest of the year, but them 3 right there have really stood up for me. And Harry Dean, kid's a weapon. Kid's unreal. Kid looks like he's played 100 games of AFL already, and everyone says it, but it's true. He's there. He's got the talent. He's already embracing what he's got in his dad's footsteps. So, look, young kids getting the job done, senior players stepping up. All of a sudden, these little things start to go in the right direction, and everything starts to follow. That's what we just got to keep doing as a club, even as supporters. Right, something goes the wrong way, obviously people are going to get the shits and all this sort of stuff. What we've just done is we've just ridden another low, and now we're at a high again. And that's what's so good about this football club, is that we're here again. We're at a high, we're at a low, we're together, and you can see that in the players' press conferences at the end of games where they go, stick together, stick with us, because they mean it, because they know that they can get back to this high. This is what it is. This is where we're at the moment. We're on a high. We're on, and it's really impressive to see. I'm really, really impressed, and I'm proud. I'm really, really bloody proud of this group, because the amount of shit that they've copped throughout the last 2 months is like no other in the competition. So credit to them. They're really digging in. They're having a go, and we're winning games of footy, and it's so fucking good.
Yep. And I tell you what's really good about this is the fact that they're really gelling together, both young and old probably provides hope for a future coach coming in. We don't want to be chasing the coaches. They want to show that they want to come here to coach our club with our list.
100%.
Yeah, so that's going to be good long term, I think. If we have winning ways going in with a new coach, you don't want a new coach who needs to try and instill a winning culture. And Voss actually alluded to this when he left. He was like, the club is left better than it was when I started. Maybe, perhaps, certainly through these last 3 games, that certainly seems to be the case. But let's see if the winning culture continues throughout the season. And us 3 are certainly quite delusional. I think so.
You keep saying the word delusional, Louis. I don't think it's delusion. I don't think it's like okay. When I come on here, when I come on social media and be like, "We're winning the flag," that's delusion. When I say we've turned a corner, I fully believe it. I fully believe that this list has turned a corner.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right? Because not only if it was 3 wins, like remember last year we won 3 wins in a row as well. Yeah, maybe not in a row. I think we won 3 of our last 4. So we won the West Coast game, the North game, and then we lost against Adelaide and we won against Geelong. I think, if I'm not mistaken. Or we might have won 3 in a row.
I think we won 3 in a row, and Adelaide happened, and then the back down, which I'm afraid could happen again, but probably not against Essendon.
Yeah, but those wins felt different than this win. These wins are way more complete, and it's different players stepping up. Like Henry said, it's the younger players. The younger players amaze the fuck out of me, bro. Like Harry Dean, shout out Morris. Morris was banging on all preseason that he's going to play 23 games. He's AFL ready. I didn't really believe him. But looking at this kid now, bro, he's not. Look, after Walsh, he's probably our next captain. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That is the future of this.
There's also a lot more in the VFL that are coming through as well, Atush. Like when you look at Cooper Lord, who's really trying to knock down the door, coming off a 3-year deal, right? Like there's a lot to work with here, and
there's Lord, there's Moya. Don't forget the injury list. There's Motlop, there's Harry O'Farrell. You know, we have good young talent. We got Cody White. Yeah, shut up, Motlop. We got Cody Walker coming in next year too. Yeah. So, bro, the future is bright. And not only is it bright, it's actually so well planned out. You know, like people talk about the Kerno trading, you know, the first 3 round picks wasn't enough, whatever. But those 3 first round picks are going to get us Cody Walker now. And we're giving up a lot for that kid, but I think he's worth it. I don't know if you guys have seen him in the VFL. He's been fucking incredible, bro. And he's a line breaker, right? So one of people's main complaints about Jagger is that he's not explosive and he's not a line breaker and he's soft or small, whatever, right? It's fucking stupid, but I do agree to an extent where Jagger's probably an accumulator. He's not a player like Cripps. He's more like Walsh. Cody Walker is closer to like a modern style, like let's say Petrarca, you know? Like that's the type of midfielder we are missing, like a goal scoring forward. Yep. So, am I lagging, by the way?
No, oh, okay. Not on my end so far.
Okay, cool. But yeah, no. So I mean, the future's bright. Like again, Henry brought up Taylor Byrne and the way he tackled Bissoff, but you can't teach that. Fucking tackle him like you owed him money, bro.
Fucking bang.
Tackle him like you. Like when you see a guy at the pub that owes you $20.
I wish I had the video of it.
I was gonna say another person at the pub, but I won't say that on here because otherwise that'll get clipped and that wouldn't be very good.
Okay. What about, let's go into some of the stats of this Voss versus Fraser era. So let's start off with this. This was last week before this game. I think it's probably relatively close to what the actual stats are now. So as you can see, we've improved in uncontested marks dramatically. Kick long percentage is something that you want to be placed 18th at. So that moved 9 places there. That's good. 45-degree kick. So we've increased in that amount of the way we play. And then the defensive 50 to inside 50. 13th.
This one isn't the column.
Yes, it's not the same. Okay. And then inside 50 retention percentage, 6th to 2nd. So all of those stats there kind of show that there's been a significant change in the way we play. Maybe I feel like we still were decent at it in the first half of most of those games under Voss. But what's certainly visible now is that it's across the 4 quarters, and there's notable stats to go with it. So there's some reason for optimism there.
Just quickly, would you give Fraser the job? Let's say we win fucking
this
next 5.
This could easily, bro.
Let's say we make
this could easily go into
let's say we make wild card and we lose, right? We make wild card and we lose our first wild card game. Do you give him the job?
No.
Historically, it has failed. So we've had Mark Harvey, who had a 4-3 record in 2007, only lasted 4 years. 2010, Matthew Primus, 5-2 in his interim coach year, only lasted 2 years. David Teague, of course, 6-5, only lasted 2 years. Reece Shaw, 7-5, only lasted 1 year. And Brett Ratton had 3-3 and lasted 3 years. So historically, it doesn't quite work. I don't know. It could be determined on context and whether Fraser. I feel like he doesn't want to create a narrative that he's gonna go for it. So that's why he's been quite low par with his rhetoric around. Oh, I don't see myself coaching yet. Oh, whatever. I'm not ready. Right. I think that's purely a statement to the media so they don't create expectations of us or him.
You can sort of tell, like in the last, say, let's go back to the Bulldogs game where he's completely ruled it out. He doesn't want to coach Carlton. He's not ready. He's personally not ready. And then you go to the next win versus who'd we beat? Port Adelaide. We beat Port, right? And he was a little bit on edge. He was like, I just don't think I'm ready. And then this time he sort of ignored the question. Like he said he's not 100% sure, but he's not really looking at the moment. Like he's planning everything week by week. So that's sort of giving you a little bit of an indication that he's enjoying the job. Like doesn't mean that he's going to do it. It just means that he's enjoying it. Like coming into being an interim coach, you see. You can say a lot. You can go 2 ways. It can be really good or it could be really shit. And at the moment, it's being really good to us. So he's just enjoying his footy, like every other Carlton player is at the moment. We, on a completely utter serious note, we have a likely chance to miss wildcard round, but there's just.
I'd like to know the percentage, the premiership percentage rating. Actually, I could probably ask Wheelo ratings. Why not?
I was on such a good run with talking. I barely stuttered, and then Atush just fucked me over. So.
Well, those are going to be
that sounds wrong too. Oh, dear.
Pause.
No, I can't find it yet. Anyway, one more stat sheet to have a look at. We've improved in points against, which is certainly something that you would look for in a premiership window sphere. So we've got rid of 30-odd points there. I know it's obviously a small sample size with only 3 games, but that's improved. Average effective kicks, that is a significant improvement, all the way to 3rd. Uncontested marks, 13th to 1st. I think we talked about that earlier. And obviously the win-loss is much better. But, and then I have one lot of stats that I haven't been able to put up here yet. Because, I'm the stats guy.
Statman.
Scores per inside 50. So we've made significant defensive gains. So scores per inside 50 against in round 0 to 9 we were 47%, an AFL rank of 12th. Now we've gone to 42%, so an improvement there. Change to score against, 24% ranked 14th in the league, and now we're minus 5 to 19%. Defensive 50 to inside 50 against, 26% ranked number 16th, and now we are 19th. So also improving in our defense as well as ball movement.
Bro, this isn't helping my delusion of thinking we're going to win the flag, bro. You're not helping it out. You know? Like, that's, I don't know that. I don't know where, like, we've taken down, like, average points against us because we played two fucking, I mean, it makes sense, I guess, but we played two, like, scoring heavy teams, bro. The Bulldogs and Geelong have smashed teams this year, yeah?
Sure, yeah.
So, like, if you want to compare Essendon, who we're playing, fuck, the Bulldogs
it
have,
could
like,
be a
150 points on
bloodbath,
them.
bro.
Yeah, nah.
It's gonna.
Yeah, I know.
I can't wait to easily
What else
leave.
have I got for us? I have one more thing to talk about, I think. We also dominated in ground ball, so we are plus 4 and forward 50 post clearance ground ball versus Geelong. So that was particularly relevant in the forward line, especially with our forward pressure. I think that was something remarkable. We were able to lock the ball in. Players were able to capitalize on the ground, and there was a numerous number of goals that were generated from that. You can think of Byrne, Hayward. There's probably some others, I don't know. There was also Adam Cherra's tackle, holding the ball tackle, which got him a goal too.
Beautiful.
That was a big moment, man.
Yeah, and Geelong went too tall. I think a little bit of onus probably has to go on them too for their lack of their selection issue.
Yeah, that's the thing.
They knew that we're going to play smalls and we're going to play a bit of chaos ball, right, with our entries. So, it's a bit of an indictment on Chris Scott. That's not unlike him to make a terrible decision like that.
Shannon Neal got his legs tangled up, wrapped up. He was like Shannon Neal. Where was he? Where was he the whole game?
In Weitring's pocket.
Exactly. What I'm saying, right? They went too tall. Shannon Neal's a nobody. Carlton winning the flag. Over to you, Atush.
End the podcast. End it right there. Winning the flag.
Winning the flag.
Nah, but I think Carlton are just an indictment on Chris Scott's career. Why do we just always beat them for fun? Like, it's actually just fun for us, you know? I don't know what he doesn't do. I think this time he actually prepared, because usually we smash them in the contest, right? Because they're a contest-heavy team. I don't think he expected us to fucking smash them in uncontested possessions. Because we did.
No.
I don't think he planned for this type of Carlton.
He should have, because that was the trend of the last 2 weeks. I think he was preparing against Voss Carlton rather than Fraser Carlton. So, that's certainly something that he needs to have a good look at. There were also some times when I think Geelong were a bit defensively. They weren't keeping our players accountable enough. So I think the way that it led to the Cripps goal, I think, who was it that led? Someone led, and then Tom Stewart, I don't know, left a bit of a gap in where Cripps is going to mark. I don't know where
that. That was a behind. That was the Mackay miss, if I'm not mistaken.
No, it was No. Tom Stewart went with Hayward, right? So Hayward was making this little diversion, and then one of our other forwards, I can't remember.
Ison.
Yes, Ison. Okay, and then one of their defenders had to try and didn't know who to go between Cripps and Ison, so they were left in the middle, and therefore Cripps was kind of by himself and had enough leverage over Tom Stewart by the time he got there. So a few defensive lapses as well from Geelong there. There's a bit of luck involved, but also quite a lot of tactics. So kudos to us still.
I also just think we shook them. I just thought they were scared. They're just scared little boys. Scared little pussycats.
Scared little boys. Scared little pussycats.
Like,
also,
I don't think they expected us to come out the way we did. I don't think they expected for us to come out and play.
Do you reckon the crowd played a factor? You were there after that goal. I could hear him screaming.
Louis, what type of question is this?
Because
I'm just saying
I,
because
I,
commentators
I
have been
know, I know, I know, I know, I know
commentators
what
are
you're saying.
terrible. Commentators are terrible. But listen. I go to every single game. Yeah.
Mm.
I was not at the semi-final against Melbourne in 2023, but I was at the Collingwood game in 2023, yeah, which was just as loud, pretty much. I've never heard a
Yeah.
crowd louder, and the fact that there was only 60,000 people in that stadium is fucking insane because it felt like it was a packed grand final. The
Yeah.
way that we were up and about, Hayward said it himself, felt like an earthquake when they won.
Mm.
When Chris kicked that goal. That was just quickly. We've got a lot of recruits and young kids coming in, right? We've seen a lot of like Ainsworth, Hayward, Florent, like Harry Dean, Taylor Burn. Look at the clip.
Oh,
That was their welcome to Carlton moment. That's what we're fucking about, bro. That's what we can
Yeah.
be when we're up and about the crowd.
look, I've never seen
Like,
Weeders up and about.
Jagger just
no,
makes my day in the celebrations at the end.
Jagger always goes up to Cripps. I
Mm.
think Jagger has an immense amount of respect for Cripps. I mean, everyone
Yeah.
should. Look at Fev.
Fev!
Oh,
Yeah,
it's shaking.
Look at it. That's Carlton. That's what we are. That's what we are. That's what me, you, and we are.
That's only 60,000 people, by the way. The fact that the camera's shaking for that
Look at
many
this.
people.
Look at it.
Yeah.
I'm privileged to be part of this club. That's just remarkable. Imagine we can at least brag and say that we have the most passionate fans in the league. If you want to celebrate the hardest when it all comes to glory, pick us because it's going to be bloody worth.
As I said earlier, the thing with us fans is we've just ridden one of the probably toughest lows this club has experienced in the last decade, and we're straight back up. We're at a high now. We're at a pretty big high, and who knows? I mean, I know I said earlier in the pod I don't think we'll make wildcard round, but mate, who knows? There's a lot of chances. There's still a lot to play out in this year, and we are taking some really nice steps forward. And it's just so nice to see Carlton footy again. It's been a hellhole. It's been a hellhole the last 2 or 3 years, and all of a sudden we're back.
Up and about.
Let's talk about the all-round team performance. So I made a post a few days ago. I had like 16 players of note in that. So we could go all day trying to analyze every player's stats and their game. But straight off the bat, who did you have a liking to in this game? Not Patrick Cripps, obviously.
No, it's fucking inside. I was gonna say Patrick Cripps. Honestly, if I'm not mistaken, I was on a bender on Friday night. But when you asked me for votes, I put Cowan as 2. Yeah.
Yes.
That was my official votes. Yeah. If it's not, it
Yes,
should be because
yeah.
Lockie Cowan's fucking incredible now. I don't think we win without him. Right.
Mm.
We can sit here and talk. I think we could, like, you guys. We can sit and talk about Cripps, Cowan, Walsh. Great individual games. But like, I want to talk like Brody Kemp. Can we talk about Brody Kemp for a second?
Sure, go for it. Yeah.
Bro, okay. I want to put my hand up. Right? And if anyone watched the vlog, if anyone was watching this, watch my vlog. When he marked that ball in the goal square, when Byrne tackled Blitzoff, Jagger did the spin, Kemp marked it in the goal square. I started celebrating and I turned around and said, No, boys, settle down. It's Brody Kemp. He's missing. Literally, it's like, don't get too happy. It's Brody Kemp. And I don't care about his 2. Well, he kicked 2 goals. That's his job. He's a forward. He's gonna kick goals. Yeah. Him on the wing. It's the last 15 seconds of the game. He dodges a tackle, gets around 2 or 3 tackles, and handballs it out of the contest. If he doesn't get that ball out of the contest and doesn't get tackled there, right, we lose that game because Geelong were gonna come straight back in and we were outnumbered. Right. Yeah. So it's the little things like that. It's the little things like that. It's like, Taylor Byrne sticking tackles. It's Chera doing his role on the wing. Chera didn't have a glamorous game, and he's not gonna have a glamorous year, right? If he's gonna be on the wing. But bro, he does his job so well. He's on that wing so well, Akers is another one. Didn't have the best game. What, maybe had 20 touches?
He made an impact. He made a good impact.
Bro, his running efforts, watching him at the game, he runs up and down like a fucking machine, bro. I don't know how he's human. Like, you think about Ollie Hollands, and I give Ollie Hollands props a lot for, like, doing the hard work and running. Bro, Akers is like him, but on crack. The guy doesn't stop running, bro.
He had 20 sprints.
Yes.
Yeah.
No, he had 30 repeat sprints. He had 30 repeat sprints, did he not? Right? The next stats was 20.
I'll have a look. Because on
there's something while you have a look, Louis, I want to point out young Harry Dean. Now, I went to the Carlton versus Richmond game, round 1, and there was one thing, and I've mentioned this in the pod, one thing that I caught my eye with Harry Dean was that he sort of sat back at the back of the contest, not knowing whether to go to the contest or stay back. What I've watched with him over the last 2 or 3 weeks, and what is deeply, really, really deeply sort of made me just feel more comfortable with him in the team, is that he's going at the contest no matter what it is. He's not in two minds anymore. He's just full go. The kid's just full go. Right, and that's something that we've lacked for so long. Cowan, he's just full go. Mate, he will take a bullet for the club. I'll put it out there right now. He would seriously do something monstrous. I don't even know if that's a word for this club. Oh no! Fuck! I was going so well.
Monstrous. I don't know what you're saying.
Monstropolis? What the fuck?
Sounds Greek.
Yeah, it's like a last name. Fucking we'll coin that. Trademark it, bro. Baggers Unfiltered official.
Monstropolis. Monstropolis. Ah, fuck.
Sounds like a dinosaur.
Yeah. Yeah, well, that just ruined what I was talking about. Anyway, now I'm talking about dinosaurs. So, Harry Dean's about to go crazy in his career, and we will be there. We will be there.
Finally got his Rising Star nomination. Finally get some recognition there. Boys were getting amongst it on social media. It was that's a good thing. So back to Akers, he had 30 total sprints and 9 repeat sprints. So absolute workhorse, as you said.
What's the next highest? What were the next 2 highest in those 2 stats?
So total sprints, we had Ben Ainsworth at 20. And then Max Holmes at 3. 3 repeat.
Fuck.
Yeah.
So there you go. Smashed it.
So very good job, Akers. And then to Lockie Cowan, let's look at some of his stats. He's probably got the best stat line I've been able to compile amongst all of them. 20 disposals, 9 marks, 2 of which were intercept marks, 80% disposal efficiency, 6 intercepts, 5 score involvements, 415 metres gained, 6 1%ers, and a mammoth 9 rebound 50s. So there's someone that also didn't stop working hard. Like I said, there's quite a few players of note. And Harry Dean, 15 disposals, 7 intercepts, 4 1%ers, 2 intercept marks, 87% disposal efficiency. Yes. And Hayward in the last 4 weeks has been marvellous, exceptional. He's had 9 goals, 19 disposals on average, and 3.8 inside 50s, I think it was. So he's certainly making grounds and making a home in navy blue, which is good to see.
Can I mention someone, Louis, that we haven't mentioned so far? Although he hasn't hit the scoreboard over the last couple of weeks, the work rate that Ben Ainsworth is creating is exceptional. And I got one of them words correct. Exceptional. There we go.
It's not a hard one.
From Monstropolis. How did I go from Monstropolis to exceptional? There we go. We're on. So, mate, just the work rate that he's bringing. And he just looks so in. He looks so into the club. Like, he looks just...
settled. He's so settled.
Yes.
He looks good. He looks good in navy blue, and I'm just going to leave it there because I've just fucked it up again. So,
25 disposals, 6 score involvements, 422 metres gained, 6 inside 50s.
Ben Ainsworth. Holy
25,
shit! I didn't that good.
Yeah, the fourth.
25.
Yep.
He had 25 touches of the footy.
That's your man, mate.
Holy shit!
Good one. Good pickup.
What a pickup! What a man! What a man!
All of them are proving to be good, apart from Reedy and Chesser so far. Florence been great as well.
I know that this will come as a little bit different to most of the things that people are talking about, but there's one moment in the game in the last quarter where the game's on the line, and it's the name of a new recruit called Ollie Florent. So what Ollie Florent does, I'm trying to find the clip now while talking. So if someone else wants to read out just another stat while I find this clip, that would be really helpful.
I can read out Ollie Florent's stats. Wasn't his absolute best game this year, but it's still reasonable. 19 disposals, 5 score involvements, 4 rebound 50s, 363 meters gained, 18 pressure acts, and 4 intercepts. But I think I know what you're talking about with that inside kick he did. It probably falls under the 45-degree kick category.
It wasn't actually a kick. This is what I'm trying to get to. I'm trying to find the clip here. Here it is, I think. Watching on Ball Magnets where Guinea and Tom Mitchell make a really
the handball. Is it the handball?
It's not. It's like a little tap out to advantage. And it's right in the dying minutes where nobody has spoken about it except these guys. They picked up on it. And my internet's really bad at the moment. So, Louis, you're going to have to read out another player if you can. I'm not
Waiters, I think, finally had his game that you could probably say is defying a bit of the doubters. 19 disposals, 11 marks, 95% disposal efficiency, 5 intercepts, 5 rebound 50s, and 3 intercept marks. So that was good to see another leader stepping up.
Yep, no, for sure. I mean, I thought Wiedering was done a couple of weeks ago. I thought I'm like, bro, this guy's going to go to North. It's like Charlie Kerner 2.0, like, you know, and I stand by that was the direction he was going to go in if Voss stayed. You know, as much as these players can sit here and be like, we love Voss, we're doing it for him, you know, clearly something wasn't clicking, and clearly the workplace environment at the club wasn't an enjoyable one. Otherwise, you know, like we talk about, you know, us enjoying our lives, yeah, Rip Henry. We talk about the supporters, you know, enjoying football again. But the players enjoy football again, bro. You know, and they can sit here and be like, you know, we're doing it for him, and a lot of it is for him to thank. Like it might be, you know, I you know, if Voss was the one that laid the foundations, I can believe that, you know, but he definitely wasn't. I don't think he was the main problem. I just don't think he was a solution to getting us out of this fucking shithole that we were at. So,
yep. No, fair. That's fair. Cool. Yeah. Did you able to find the clip, Henry?
I'm going to try and explain it instead of actually trying to find it because I can sort of remember it. So there's this moment. I think there's about 3 minutes left, and there's a massive pack forming, and Ollie Florent is right in the dead center of it. And what he was able to do is he was able to just use his legs. He got so much. He got a fair bit of air time. Tapped the ball out. I don't know who it was to. It was tap out to advantage, and then it was a long kick and a strong mark by Harry Mackay. And it was in not the dying stages of the game, but it might have been just before Cripps came back onto the ground. So before Jack Henry kicked that goal.
Was it Harry Mackay's miss?
It might have been.
From outside 50?
It might have been, yeah. And it was just a moment that caught my eye. Like I was really surprised by how Titch and Guinea were able to actually pick up on that. And, you know, it's just the small things that really led us to a win at the end of the day.
Yep.
And it's just young players, small wins, and leadership. That's the 3 things that have just taken this club at the moment just to a new level. And all of a sudden, everything seems to be working. We're clicking.
Yeah, I think the moral of the story is that we know how to win. We know how to win. A new coach coming in does not need to teach us that. They just need to try and get the best out of this team and probably overhaul the list a little bit. There's a few missing pieces to the puzzle, such as outside ball use and probably another tool, I'd say. I don't know. Although Kemp and McGovern are serviceable, but probably need a younger tool to develop. I think are two sort of areas, but either way, there is certainly growth in this team, and I think a coach would take a liking to it.
At the moment, yeah. But it's just got to be consistent. It's just got to be, from here on in, it just has to be consistent football. The young guys just have to keep doing what they're doing. The leadership just have to keep leading, and you will find a coach that wants to coach Carlton. Because I'll tell you, a month ago today, there'd be a coach out there that would want to coach Carlton, but there'd be big names that were thrown up in the air that wouldn't want to coach us. All of a sudden, now that we're clicking, you can see our brand of footy, and there's something to work with. And whoever gets the job, I hope that they've seen what we've seen and can also adapt off of that and just see what the fans are saying, because a lot of fans at the moment are right, and when you listen to outside noise, a lot starts to go right. I've seen it. So to everyone out there, speak your mind, because that's good.
Okay.
Hopefully our next coach isn't Brad Scott.
If our coach is Brad Scott, I will seriously compete off a jumping competition from Westgate.
I will request the content creator trade. I'm going to request a trade to be traded to some other fucking club. Yeah?
Yeah.
Send me to like Tasmania. Only Tasmania, bro. I'm not doing this anymore.
Yeah. Or I'd like to merge. I'd just merge with anyone at that point. Like what the Renegades and the Stars just did this afternoon. That might be one of the dumbest things I've seen in sporting history, but I couldn't really care less because it's cricket and we're in footy season. So
yeah, let's not get started on that because that's chaotic.
It's chaotic. It is indeed chaotic.
Anything else of note? We said we would discuss this game, but Atush, we want to know what you make of the season so far. So you might need to divide it up into two different spheres. Like you've
try and put it. Just try and put it in.
So the Voss era, shit. I wanted to die. I wasn't happy in life. Fraser era, fucking we're back, baby. Book September, fucking book final tickets, baby. We're back. You know. No, I mean, look, if you're asking me overall, it's still a bit too early. If you ask me lids off. There you go. If you ask me if it's too late to celebrate this season, absolutely not. Absolutely not. We can still get something out of this season. Whether it's winning culture, whether it's a wild card, I just think the more you win, the better it is for your football club. That's launching missiles. But just keep winning, bro. We can make something out of the season if we just keep winning and keep getting a better culture into this club. Because I'd much rather have Cody Walker coming into an environment where we're winning games than we're fucking 18th and shit on the bottom of the ladder. I don't want Cody Walker to go through what Walsh went through and win like 12 of his first 100 games.
Yeah.
I want to enjoy life. Like me right now, I'm enjoying life.
Aren't we all? Yeah. Yes. And also, I think you're starting to see the media start picking up on this newfound hope. Like I'm seeing things from the official AFL, social media, and it's saying, "Oh, can Carlton make wildcard round? This is their draw." They're making articles on this on the AFL app. Like they're trying, after bagging us out week on week, and now they're suddenly turned just like us fans. It's going to be all very much downhill if it all goes to dust again, like with one bad loss.
Yeah, there's nothing the media there's nothing the media love more than a decisive Carlton. Like whether we're really shit or really good, we just make our money.
Yeah.
As long as we're one of the extremes, As long as we're really good or we're really shit,
Mm.
they love it. You know, they don't like it when we're in the middle and all that. So,
yeah,
I'll look back in 2023. We're selling out stadiums. You know, like we sold out a home final against Sydney. Sydney have like 4 supporters in the world. So it's good for business. Carlton being good is good for business. And also, I just want to call out Triple M, whoever the fucking social media intern is Triple M. Stop stealing my sayings, cunt. Fucking, I'm the one that says Carlton may never lose again. If you look at their post for the last 3 weeks, it's like, oh, they may never lose again. Fuck off, bro. I say that.
Who was the one that clipped you up? Was there someone clipped you up?
That's my good mate, 5th quarter footy.
Yeah.
Yeah. He's a Melbourne supporter, so we can't talk shit yet. But you're lucky, cuz we're not playing you. You're lucky. Lucky we're not playing you again in the season. See you in fucking September, cuz.
Isn't it? And there's a few other ones that have stolen your content over the last few weeks. I've noticed. Just like you come up with an idea, and then maybe 2 or 3 hours later, something very, very similar comes up from a different opposition, and I think you arsehole, go nick yourself in the knickers.
You know what they say? You know what they say about imitation? Imitation is the greatest form of flattery. So, I am.
Yes.
I have no idea what that means, but okay.
You don't know ball.
I don't know what flattery means. I don't know what imitation means. Imitation. What is it?
When someone copies you, that just means deep down they want to fuck you, Henry.
Oh.
Okay, we're coming to the end of this.
I have something that I want to read, please.
Okay, go for it.
It's a bit of an Oppo watch, something that's just come out just then. So Essendon have started talks with the AFL for an assistance package at the end of the season, as it was at the bottom of the ladder. AFL.com.au. Lads, let me speak here. AFL.com.au can reveal the Bombers have commenced discussions with the AFL about asking for help from the league as they stare down the barrel for their second wooden spoon season in more than 90 years. The club is expected to make an official submission later this year in a bid to gain extra list assistance from the league.
So when Carlton were at the bottom of the ladder, when I saw 3 wooden spoons in fucking 5 years, we didn't get a compo pick, and these cunts were, they got 2. They got 1 in 90 years, and they're like, no, we need 1, bro. Fuck off, bro. Go and suffer at the bottom of the ladder. Do your fucking time like the rest of these clubs. Yeah, North spent 6 years down there. West Coast spent 6 years down there. We spent fucking 5 years down there. Do your time, bro. What is this, bro? People with society, bro. Do your time, cuz. Don't look for a shortcut.
It's absolutely woke.
I don't woke nonsense. That's what it
is. Yeah, that's crazy. Anything else, Henry? What else has it got to say?
Nothing from me. That's all I just had to say to wrap it up. As always, well, not as always, but Atush, thank you for jumping on. That's all we've got at the moment. Louis, as always, thank you for jumping on. I mean, I don't know if I have to say thank you to you. You should have said thank you to me since you wanted to be the host today. But anyway, we live and we learn.
It disappeared. I had to at one point. Yeah.
My internet decided to cork it.
That's what happens when you're a country boy.
Well,
you gonna take that, Henry?
Yeah, I'm not going to take that, because if I say what I'm about to say online, I'll get clipped, and I don't really want to be clipped and put out there into the world just to make an apology video. So, yeah, go Blues. Thanks to Tush for coming on. We're going to win the flag. Let's go.
Make sure you like and subscribe. And
next time I'll be here. Next time I'll be here, it'll be September, baby, and we just want a fucking flag.
Yeah.
I'll see you in the next.